Announcer bot is active. Davidson from United States in turn 8 is P2. Kevin Barrera from Guatemala is P4 on softs. Wayne Works from United States in turn 8 is P6 on mediums. Kevin Barrera is P4. Kevin Lekmansky from United States in turn 9 is P5 with 80 kilos on mediums. Best lap is a 2:37.328. Martin Smith from Canada in turn 7 is P3 with 28 kilos on hards. Best lap is a 1:09.485. Bjorn Heyman from United States is P7 with 12 kilos on mediums. Keith Horner in turn 2 is P1 on softs. Best lap is a 1:07.525. Minutes remaining in the session. Wayne Works is P4. Best lap is a 1:10.914. Heyman from United States in turn 6 is P6. Best lap is a 1:15.974. Kevin Lekmansky is P3 on softs. Best lap is a 1:09.050. Heyman in turn 10 is P6. Keith Horner in turn 7 is P1 on mediums. Lekmansky in turn 1 is P4. John Ludden from United States in turn 7 is P8 with 47 kilos on softs. Best lap is a 12:23.947. Martin in turn 5 is P3 on softs. Best lap is a 1:08.936. Ludden in turn 1 is P7. Best lap is a 1:18.369. Ten minutes remaining in the session. Lekmansky in turn 7 is P3. Best lap is a 1:08.664. Davidson from United States in turn 8 is P6 on mediums. Best lap is a 1:09.759. John Ludden is P4 with 47 kilos. Best lap is a 1:08.841. Kevin Miller from Canada in turn 1 is P9 with 45 kilos on mediums. Best lap is a 36:44.431. Martin Smith is P5. Keith Horner is P1. Ludden is P5 on softs. Martin in turn 5 is P6 with 28 kilos. Miller in turn 7 is P4. Best lap is a 1:08.675. Ludden in turn 4 is P5. Miller is P3. Best lap is a 1:08.623. Lekmansky in turn 1 is P4. Miller in turn 5 is P3 on mediums. Five minutes remaining in the session. Lekmansky in turn 4 is P4 on softs. Martin Smith in turn 1 is P6. John Ludden is P5. Zon in turn 10 is P7 on softs. Best lap is a 109.137. Ludden from United States is P5. Zon from United States is P7. The qualification session is at Lightning in Millville, USA. The wind speed is 4 km/h from the north-northeast. David Zahn is P9. The qualifying session is now underway. Kevin Lekmansky from United States in turn 2 is P1 with 80 kilos on softs. Lekmansky is up 6.53 in turn 2. Kevin Lekmansky is up 7.37 in turn 7. John Ludden from United States is P2 up 10.22 with 47 kilos on softs. Ludden improved his P1 with a 108.181. Ludden is up 0.12 in turn 1. Kevin Miller from Canada is P4 with 45 kilos on softs. Kevin Miller improved his P2 with a 108.584. 0.403 behind the leader. Kevin Barrera from Guatemala in turn 9 is P5 up 5.59 on mediums. Keith Warner is provisional pole with a 107.902. Kevin Barrera improved his P7 with a 126.913. 19.011 behind the leader. Kevin Barrera is up 0.03 in turn 1. John Ludden is P2. John Ludden is up 0.35 in turn 10. Ludden is provisional pole with a 107.841. Zahn from United States is P4 up 0.17 on softs. Zahn improved his P4 with a 108.490. 0.649 behind the leader. Kevin Barrera is P8 up 9.34. Kevin Barrera improved his P9 with a 1:16.787, 8.946 behind the leader. Keith Horner is P2 up 0.23 on softs. Keith Horner is up 0.39 in turn 9. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Keith Horner is provisional pole with a 1:07.833. Keith Horner is up 0.02 in turn 1. Miller from Canada is P7. Miller improved his P5 with a 1:08.456. 0.623 behind the leader. Wayne Works is P8. Wayne Works is up 0.34 in turn 7. Kevin Barrera is P9 up 0.91. Best lap is a 1:13.933. 6.100 behind the leader. Kevin Barrera is up 2.34 in turn 8. Kevin Barrera improved his P8 with a 1:11.263. 3.430 behind the leader. Kevin Barrera is up 0.05 in turn 1. Lekmansky is P7. Lekmansky improved his P6 with a 1:08.473. 0.640 behind the leader. Wayne Works from United States in turn 8 is P10 up 0.48 on mediums. Wayne Works improved his P9 with a 1:11.170. 3.337 behind the leader. Wayne Works is up 0.14 in turn 1. Wayne Works is up 0.85 in turn 6. Wayne Works is up 0.86 in turn 9. Wayne Works improved his P9 with a 1:10.304. 2.471 behind the leader. Wayne Works is up 0.21 in turn 1. Keith Horner is P1. Wayne Works in turn 5 is P9 up 0.17. Zahn is P7 on softs. Best lap is a 1:08.490. .657 behind the leader. Keith Horner is P1. Keith Horner is provisional pole with a 1:07.741. Martin Smith from Canada is P3 with 28 kilos on softs. Martin is up 0.10 in turn 9. Zahn in turn 10 is P7. Zahn improved is P5 with a 1:08.326. 0.585 behind the leader. Keith Horner is P1 up 0.02. Kevin Barrera from Guatemala is P10 up 0.27. Zahn is P5 on mediums. The race session is at Lightning in Millville, USA. The wind speed is 4 km/h from the northeast. Keith Horner is P1. John Lutton from United States is P2 with 47 kilos on mediums. Martin Smith from Canada is P3 with 28 kilos on hards. Bjorn Heyman from United States is P4 with 12 kilos on mediums. David Zahn from United States is P5 on mediums. Kevin Miller from Canada is P6 with 45 kilos on mediums. Kevin Lekmansky from United States is P7 with 80 kilos on mediums. Gregory Myers from United States is P8 with 9 kilos on softs. Wayne Works from United States is P9 on mediums. Kevin Barrera from Guatemala is P10 on mediums. Keith Horner is P1 on softs. "20 minutes remaining in the session. Race start. Miller is P6. Lutton is P2. Bjorn Heyman is P3. Lutton in turn 6 is P5. Heyman is P3. Lutton in turn 9 is P5. Heyman is P3. Bjorn Heyman is now P2. Lutton is P5 battling David Zahn. John Lutton is now P4. Lekmansky in turn 4 is P7 with 80 kilos, 0.3 ahead of Miller. Zahn in turn 6 is P5, 0.2 behind Lutton. Lutton in turn 8 on lap 2 is P4, 0.3 ahead of Zahn. David Zahn in turn 9 is P6, 0.1 behind Myers. Lekmansky in turn 1 is P6 battling Zahn. Miller in turn 3 is P8 on mediums battling David Zahn. Wayne Works in turn 4 is P10. Best lap is a 1:11.308. 3.654 off the fastest lap. Wayne Works entering the pits after 3 laps on mediums is P10. Lekmansky from United States in turn 8 is P6, 0.5 behind Gregory Myers. Keith Horner is P1. Best lap is a 1:07.654. Kevin Lekmansky in turn 1 is P6 on mediums, 0.5 behind Gregory Myers. Miller in turn 6 is P7 with 45 kilos, 0.8 ahead of Zahn. Martin Smith is P2, 0.8 ahead of Bjorn Heyman. "15 minutes remaining in the session. Lekmansky in turn 3 is P5, 1.6 ahead of Myers. Kevin Barrera in turn 1 is P9 on mediums. Keith Horner in turn 9 is P1. Heyman in turn 9 is P3, 0.4 behind Martin. Keith Horner entering the pits after 5 laps on softs is P1. Miller from Canada in turn 10 is P7, 0.2 behind Myers. Kevin Miller is now P6. John Lutton in turn 6 is P3, 0.5 behind Bjorn Heyman. Kevin Miller in turn 6 is P6, 0.3 behind Gregory Myers. Heyman from United States is P2, 0.2 ahead of John Lutton. John Lutton was 0.8 faster last lap. Heyman is now P3. Bjorn Heyman is now P7. Miller in turn 3 is P5 with 45 kilos, 0.4 behind Gregory Myers. Lutton in turn 7 is P2, 1.8 behind Martin Smith. Davidson in turn 7 is P6, 0.5 behind Miller. Zahn is now P5. Miller from Canada in turn 9 is P4, 0.7 ahead of Zahn. Lutton in turn 7 is P2, 1.2 behind Martin. Kevin Miller in turn 8 is P4. Best lap is a 1:08.990. 1.336 off the fastest lap. Lutton is P2, 0.9 behind Martin Smith. Lutton was 0.8 faster last lap. Miller on lap 9 is P4, 1.1 ahead of Zahn. "10 minutes remaining in the session. Lutton is P2, 1.0 behind Martin Smith. Kevin Miller in turn 8 is P4 with 45 kilos, 0.6 ahead of Zahn. Ludden in turn 1 is P2 with 47 kilos, 0.8 behind Martin. Miller in turn 3 on lap 10 is P4, 0.8 ahead of Zahn. Ludden in turn 7 is P2, 0.9 behind Martin. Miller from Canada in turn 8 is P4, 0.4 behind Lekmanski. Kevin Miller is now P3. Lekmanski is P4, 0.4 behind Miller. Kevin Lekmanski is now P5. Miller in turn 4 is P3. Keith Horner is P7 on mediums. Kevin Barrera in turn 1 is P8. Kevin Lekmanski in turn 9 is P5 on mediums, 0.5 behind David Zahn. Kevin Barrera in turn 6 is P8. Greg entering the pits after 11 laps on mediums is P6. Zahn in turn 3 is P5, 0.2 behind Kevin Lekmanski. John Ludden is P2, 1.1 behind Martin. Lekmanski is P5, 1.3 behind Zahn. John Ludden in turn 1 is P2, 1.2 behind Martin. Heyman in turn 4 is P9. Ludden in turn 6 is P2, 1.0 behind Martin. Five minutes remaining in the session. Kevin Miller in turn 7 is P3, 2.5 ahead of Zahn. Kevin Barrera entering the pits after 13 laps on mediums is P8. Lutton is P2, 2.2 behind Martin. Zahn is P4, 3.1 ahead of Kevin Lekmanski. Zahn entering the pits after 14 laps on mediums is P4. Lekmanski entering the pits after 14 laps on mediums is P5. Greg is P7 on mediums. Zahn from United States is P6, 1.5 behind Lekmanski. Kevin Lekmanski is P5, 1.1 ahead of Zahn. Martin entering the pits after 15 laps on hards is P1. Martin is P1. John Lutton entering the pits after 15 laps on mediums is P2. Eamon entering the pits after 14 laps on mediums is P8. Miller is P3. Miller entering the pits after 15 laps on mediums is P3. Zahn in turn 9 is P6 on mediums, 1.4 behind Kevin Lekmanski. Lekmanski is P5 on mediums, 1.3 ahead of Zahn. Lekmanski is now P4. Kevin Barrera is P9 on softs. Keith Horner is P3. Kevin Barrera from Guatemala in turn 9 is P9. Keith Horner in turn 1 on lap 17 is P3. Martin is P1, 3.8 ahead of Lutton. The leader has just finished the race. Martin Smith finished P1. Lutton finished P2. Keith Horner finished P3. Eamon finished P8. Kevin Barrera finished P9. Kevin Lekmanski finished P4. Zahn finished P5. Kevin Miller finished P6. Myers finished P7. David Zahn finished P5. Lekmansky finished P4. Miller finished P6. Zahn finished P5. Kevin Barrera finished P9. Zahn finished P5. The race session is at Lightning in Millville, USA. The wind speed is 2 km/h from the northeast. Bjorn Heyman is P1. Gregory Myers from United States is P2 with 9 kilos on mediums. Kevin Miller from Canada is P3 with 45 kilos on mediums. David Zahn from United States is P4 on mediums. Kevin Lekmansky from United States is P5 with 80 kilos on mediums. Keith Horner is P6 on mediums. John Ludden from United States is P7 with 47 kilos on mediums. Martin Smith from Canada is P8 with 28 kilos on hards. Kevin Barrera from Guatemala is P9 on mediums. Bjorn Heyman from United States is P1 with 12 kilos on mediums. Kevin Barrera entering the pits is P9. 20 minutes remaining in the session. Race start. Keith Horner is P6. Myers is P2. Miller in turn 5 is P3. Keith Horner in turn 6 is P6. Zahn in turn 8 is P4. Kevin Lekmansky in turn 9 is P6. Zahn is P4. Miller on lap 2 is P3, 0.5 behind Myers. Keith Horner in turn 5 is P5, 0.4 ahead of Kevin Lekmansky. Martin is P7, 0.1 behind Lekmansky. Keith Horner on lap 2 is P5, 0.3 behind David Zahn. Kevin Miller from Canada in turn 10 is P3, 0.5 behind Myers. Martin on lap 3 is P6, 0.1 behind Kevin Lekmansky. Miller in turn 4 on lap 3 is P3, 0.5 behind Grant. Martin Smith in turn 5 on lap 3 is P6, 0.2 behind Kevin Lekmansky. Miller is P3, 0.4 behind Gregory Myers. Lekmansky in turn 9 is P6, 0.1 behind Martin Smith. Kevin Miller is P3, 0.5 behind Myers. Lekmansky in turn 1 is P6. Best lap is a 1:10.086. 1.803 off the fastest lap. Miller is P3 with 45 kilos, 0.2 behind Myers. Kevin Lekmansky in turn 6 is P6. Kevin Miller in turn 8 is P3 on mediums, 0.4 behind Myers. David Zahn in turn 9 is P7, 0.3 behind Kevin Lekmansky. Miller from Canada in turn 1 is P3, 0.3 behind Myers. Zahn in turn 2 is P7. Best lap is a 1:09.764. 1.734 off the fastest lap. 15 minutes remaining in the session. Keith Horner on lap 5 is P4, 0.3 behind Kevin Miller. Zahn is P7, 0.4 behind Kevin Lekmansky. Keith Horner in turn 9 is P4. Best lap is a 1:08.030. Lekmansky in turn 10 is P6, 0.2 ahead of Zahn. Keith Horner in turn 2 on lap 6 is P4, 0.4 behind Miller. Lekmansky is P6, 0.8 ahead of Zahn. Keith Horner in turn 7 is P4, 0.4 behind Kevin Miller. Kevin Miller in turn 9 on lap 6 is P3, 0.1 ahead of Keith Horner. Kevin Lekmansky on lap 6 is P6, 0.5 ahead of David Zahn. Keith Horner in turn 2 on lap 7 is P4, 0.3 behind Miller. Kevin Miller in turn 5 is P3. Best lap is a 1:08.683. 0.653 off the fastest lap. Keith Horner in turn 7 is P4, 0.1 behind Miller. Lutton on lap 7 is P8, 0.3 behind David Zahn. Heyman in turn 10 is P3 battling Keith Horner. Bjorn Heyman is now P4. Keith Horner in turn 1 is P3, 0.2 behind Miller. Kevin Lekmansky is P6, 0.4 ahead of Zahn. Keith Horner in turn 6 is P3, 0.3 behind Kevin Miller. Bjorn Heyman is P4 with 12 kilos, 0.5 behind Miller. Miller in turn 9 is P3 with 45 kilos, 0.2 ahead of Heyman. Miller is now P4. Keith Horner on lap 9 is P2, 0.3 behind Myers. Lutton in turn 5 is P7, 0.5 ahead of Heyman. 10 minutes remaining in the session. Keith Horner in turn 8 is P2, 0.5 behind Gregory Myers. John Lutton in turn 9 is P7, 0.4 behind David Zahn. Myers entering the pits after 9 laps on mediums is P2. Myers on lap 10 is P8. Zahn is P5, 0.4 behind Kevin Lekmanski. Bjorn Heyman in turn 5 is P7, 0.3 behind Ludden. Heyman is now P6. John Ludden in turn 7 is P7, 0.1 behind Bjorn Heyman. John Ludden was 6.8 faster last lap. Ludden is now P5. Heyman in turn 2 is P6, 0.4 behind John Ludden. John Ludden in turn 6 is P5 on mediums, 0.6 ahead of Heyman. Bjorn Heyman in turn 10 is P6 on mediums, 0.6 behind John Ludden. Ludden in turn 4 is P5, 0.5 ahead of Heyman. Heyman in turn 6 on lap 12 is P6, 0.6 ahead of Zahn. Ludden from United States in turn 9 is P5, 0.7 ahead of Heyman. Ludden was 0.7 faster last lap. Bjorn Heyman in turn 3 is P6, 0.7 behind Ludden. Ludden in turn 5 is P5, 0.4 behind Lekmanski. Kevin Lekmanski from United States is P4, 0.4 ahead of John Ludden. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Heyman on lap 13 is P6, 0.4 behind Ludden. Ludden in turn 2 is P5, 0.4 behind Lekmanski. Heyman in turn 5 is P6, 0.5 ahead of Zahn. Ludden in turn 7 is P5, 0.5 behind Kevin Lekmanski. Ludden was 0.6 faster last lap. Keith Horner is P1, 0.7 ahead of Martin. Keith Horner entering the pits after 14 laps on mediums is P2. Ludden is P5, 0.3 behind Kevin Lekmanski. Lekmanski entering the pits after 14 laps on mediums is P4. John Ludden entering the pits after 14 laps on mediums is P5. Davidson entering the pits after 14 laps on mediums is P7. Keith Horner is P4. Lekmanski is P6. Best lap is a 1:09.128. 1.098 off the fastest lap. Martin is P1. Martin Smith entering the pits after 15 laps on hards is P1. Davidson in turn 7 is P8, 1.7 behind Bjorn Heyman. Bjorn Heyman was 11.0 faster last lap. Miller entering the pits after 15 laps on mediums is P2. Martin is P1. Ludden in turn 1 on lap 16 is P4 battling Miller. Lekmanski on lap 16 is P5, 0.6 ahead of Miller. Martin in turn 9 is P1, 4.6 ahead of Greg. The leader has just finished the race. Martin Smith finished P1. Myers finished P2. Keith Horner finished P3. Kick Keith Horner for not clearing the drive-through penalty. John Ludden finished P4. Kevin Lekmanski finished P5. Miller finished P6. Bjorn Heyman finished P7. Davidson finished P8. Lekmanski finished P5. Kevin Miller finished P6. Zahn finished P8. Lekmansky finished P5. David Zahn finished P8. Kevin Barrera is P9. Zahn finished P8.